So we're dealing essentially also with a gender issue of split consciousness. Within the climate carbon issue, you have a logical male mind. It's linear, it's repeating, it's fixed, it's protective, it's ordering, it's constant, it's light, it's imagining, and it's building your future. It's not intuitive. It doesn't want you to get into your body and feel. It doesn't understand cycles. Repetition is the name of the game in science, not spirals. Nothing ever repeats in a spiral. It's evolutionary, embracing chaotic, changing and irregular, dark, dreaming and birthing. What is it? It's the divine feminine consciousness that's missing in a patriarchal culture. And that is at the crux of the issue that we're facing. Computer models are the male mind territory. Compartments, algorithms, flows and currents. It's an engineering paradigm for an engineering age. These people are electronic geeks. They have very little contact with the earth. The male mind leaves out the chaotic elements, the irregular periods, the cycles with unknown causes, and any what you might call cosmic interrupts. So I could go on. Real redemption is something different. It has to involve the strengthening of community. It's to do with forests and water. It's to do with more of a vegetarian lifestyle. It needs reforming. We need to reform the whole world development model to have inner, not outer values. There needs to be an acceptance of death and decay, and a return of the divine feminine consciousness. That's a pretty tall order, but that is the real green agenda, and that is not what is happening in terms of the green agenda today. That leads to more appropriate scale technologies, technology that respects community, that gives people real control. And I have a whole presentation on that, and I've been involved in visualizing futures, how they look now and how they could be. And although I go on about building computer models, we actually built a computer model that you can go inside and change things. And it's very photogenic. This is a computer model of a landscape. And you can fly inside it. And you can look at how things look, and you can click on different elements, and you can find all the information you like. We wanted to put this into schools so that each school would have a model of their environment. And then they could look at, well, supposing we change this or change that, what are the impacts? What are the impacts on community, on transport, on agriculture, on forestry, on biodiversity? Anyway, that's just to show you. And ultimately, if we're going to get through to something that actually feels good, we've got to kind of rewild the human consciousness. At the moment, the unwild human consciousness is the kind of consciousness that's taking the money that's just been given to the banks, $1 trillion. We've given $1 trillion to the banks, our government, on your behalf. And you'll hear that the banks are not lending it back out again. They're not lending it to all the small businesses and everybody that needs it to get our own economy going. No, it's going to Dubai, it's going to Bombay, it's going to Brazil and Indonesia and China, where the new world model is being built. That's where the money is being earned, and that's what the banks are being told secretly to do with it. It's called recapitalization. So that is the future. It's a very unwild, unconnected, disconnected to the earth future. So in order to change that, I don't think there's a lot of chance really. I'm actually thinking there will be what I call a cosmic interrupt, and I'm very willing to talk about that. But anyway, that's where I'm coming from. I believe in a deep green agenda. I believe in human values. I'm not on the side of the business as usual multinational corporations, and I'm pretty damn friendless when it comes to the political world. The right wing don't like me because I have an agenda for community. The left wing don't like me because I don't buy the climate story. And the only papers that will publish anything I do are the right-wing press, and I don't want to do that. And if I want money for my research, I could get it. I could get it from the oil companies. In the past, they've offered me vast amounts of money. I can't do that. It's not in my heart. My heart, basically, I'm a tribal. And that is what's being threatened at the moment, the indigenous heart of the human being. That is what's at stake here, not the climate. Thank you.